everybody. Thanks so much for joining us right here for Lara Trump, wanted for questioning. We're closing in. We're closing in on this election, and I'm here to answer whatever questions I can before the big day. Get out and vote early if you haven't already. All right, here we go. Question number 1. How was the Wilmington rally? Absolutely amazing. Thank you for asking. So Eric and I have talked for a long time about we should take the kids to a rally. I mean, we talked about this in 2020. Our kids were so little then. You know, my daughter was a year old. My son was 3. It's a little rough to get kids 1 and 3, you know, at a rally. It was COVID. It was nuts. Everything was crazy. And so this time around, we said, you know what? We need to take them to a rally. And truth be told, we were supposed to be in Wilmington at this rally in April. It feels like it was like a month ago. It was actually April, which is terrifying how fast time is going. But we had to postpone the rally because there was, you know, bad weather. There was a whole issue there. Anyway, we rescheduled the rally for Saturday at 2 p.m. in Wilmington, North Carolina, my hometown. And so I said, not only obviously am I going to be there, but we're going to bring the kids. And so as we were on the plane, my father-in-law started talking to the kids, and Carolina, my daughter, named after my home state, shout out to North Carolina, started talking about how she wanted to go on stage with Grandpa. So he said, oh, do you want to go on stage? That's great. I'll bring you up on stage. And so I wasn't really sure what that was going to look like, but we had discussed it to an extent. Well, as we're sitting there and, you know, he begins his speech and everything's, you know, going well, Carolina's sitting beside me and she goes, Mom, I don't want to go up on stage with Grandpa. And I'm like, he's going to call you up on stage, so you better get ready to go up on stage. I don't think I want to go up. So then Luke, sitting on the other side of me, was like, I'm going to go up on stage with Grandpa. And I was like, okay, well, you didn't tell him that, but I guess we'll see what happens. Sure enough, the second he calls Carolina up on stage, she goes up on stage, and I think the whole world saw. She said, make America great again, aced it like a champ. And then Luke is standing there, you know, waving at Grandpa, and he goes, okay, anybody want to meet Luke? And it's so funny because if you listen to what my father-in-law says after Luke's on stage, he told him when he lifted him up, which, by the way, that's no little feat. My son got on a scale that morning. Ironically, he weighs like 58 pounds. So, you know, not bad. Let's see Joe Biden do that. Let's see Kamala Harris do that. Try it, Kamala. Lift it straight up. But he lifted Luke up, and Luke, instead of saying, he whispers in his ear, he said, say MAGA to Luke. Luke goes, vote for Grandpa. The greatest. So they aced it. And after that, I felt like my work was done as a mom. Like we could have packed up shop right then, and I would have felt like it was a success. But I got to see so much of my family there, friends there, obviously, again, my hometown, Wilmington. So it was amazing. It was great to go there. And the kids had an awesome time. And what a really fun memory they will always have to say that they went up with Grandpa and they got to go on stage with him at a rally. So it was very cool. So thanks to everyone who came out to the Wilmington rally. I will tell you, we will try to get back there maybe one more time before Election Day. No promises, but I will certainly be back there. Y'all know you can't keep me away from Wilmington. So see you soon. Okay, next question. What is your most used emoji? Should I click in and see what it is? You know what comes up first? The monkey doing this. I don't know what that says about me. That one, I got the American flag. I got the 100. The clown face is very appropriate because that's pretty much how things are looking right now. Look around. You got to use the clown face a lot of times. And then the laughing. I've got a couple of those. Yeah, those are my top ones. I don't know what that means. The monkey though can, you know, this guy, it's because I have to ask for things sometimes that I think are a little crazy, but I do it anyway. And then you put the monkey and it kind of smooths it right out, doesn't it? Isn't that funny how an emoji works that way? I like to use them. I feel like there are some people who never use them, and maybe that's supposed to send a signal of its own. I don't know, but I like an emoji. I think it can be a buffer of sorts. So whatever that says about me. Now, my kids, the problem I have is that my kids sometimes will take my phone and they'll say, oh, can we send a message to somebody? Now, what that means is that they want to go in and use the emojis. And then they come up with all these crazy emojis that will populate in that frequently used area. And then I got to go searching for these things. That's the worst whenever you got to search for them. But yeah, those are my top ones. Wouldn't it be amazing to support a skincare company that shares our values and celebrates faith, family, and freedom, and proudly stands behind conservative causes? I have found the perfect skincare brand, and it's called Nimi. Nimi offers simplified daily routines that cleanse, brighten, protect, and help fight the key signs of aging. You can literally just clear out your cabinet and replace all your miscellaneous products with an effective routine from Nimi. Nimi offers clean, effective skincare proudly made right here in the USA that stands strong against the woke, progressive beauty companies that back anti-American causes. Nimi has luxurious skincare for all skin types, offering cleansers, toners, moisturizers, serums, and more. I personally love Nimi's clean line as it offers high-end, clean skincare products that are free from fragrance and other chemicals that may disrupt your skin's natural microbiome. Build a custom bundle and save up to 20% off your routine. Plus, use code LARA, L-A-R-A, for an additional 5% off. That's NimiSkincare.com, N-I-M-I skincare.com, to elevate your routine with America's skincare company, or click the link in the bio to save big on your order and make sure you use promo code LARA today. Do you have trouble sleeping? Well, it's a huge problem for so many people these days. And I can tell you with my current schedule and responsibilities, it includes me at times as well. Let me tell you what I've found to help me sleep better. Sleep Cream. Sleep Cream is a revolutionary new product made of all natural ingredients and with pure CBD. You simply rub it on sensitive skin areas right before bed. To be honest, was a total skeptic, but after trying it once, I was amazed that it really works. They use all natural CBD combined with the finest essential oils, including lavender. I just rub it on before turning in for the evening, bottom of my feet, inside of my forearms. Those spots seem to work best for me. And within a few minutes, it helps me relax and allows my body to do what it's supposed to do, sleep. Find their amazing product at sleepcream.com. Just try Sleep Cream for a couple nights and see if it works for you as well as it worked for me. If you don't experience better sleep, Sleep Cream will refund your purchase. That's simple. You don't have to return anything. Go to sleepcream.com. That's sleepcreme.com. And for the next few weeks, you can use code November24 at checkout to save $24 off your first order. That's November 24 at checkout, all one word. Are you ready for your best sleep ever? Sleepcreme.com. All right, next question. Do you support people voting early? Listen up, folks. Let's talk about this. Yes, of course. Here's the thing. You cannot go into Election Day with this huge deficit, because we know the Democrats are masters at voting by mail and voting early. So they have this huge lead on us going into Election Day. Typically and traditionally, Republican voters like to vote on Election Day. And I hear that. It's exciting. It's cool. You get to do your selfie with your sticker and the whole thing. But if we all wait to go vote on Election Day, it will be too late. Life truly does happen. And anyone with kids knows that. Quite frankly, anyone with a husband knows that, with a house, with dogs, the whole thing. Things happen with a job. You can't wait. You cannot put it off until the last minute. I'm going to go vote early in this election. Eric Trump is going to go vote early in this election. I think you might want to be on the lookout for Donald Trump to go vote early in this election. It is so important to really take voting early seriously and talk to people you know out there about voting. Get that vote banked, get it locked away, get it done. We're making sure from the RNC that no matter if you vote by mail, vote early, or vote on Election Day, your vote will count, and only legal votes are counted in this election. Democrats don't like to hear that, I bet. But that's what we're doing. So go vote early and then come join us in recruiting people to get them out to the polls. Talk to people you know who may have voted in previous election cycles, maybe haven't. Tell them how important this election is. Go to TrumpForce47.com. you can sign up there to be on our team. We will send you a list of people right in your area who are Republicans who haven't voted in the past several election cycles. We call those low propensity voters. These people are important because when they come out and vote, we know they're voting Republican. We know they're voting for Donald Trump at the top of the ticket, Republicans down ticket, but they might not get out. They might not be as engaged as you are. They might not understand the importance of this election. We tell you who they are. We know they're Republicans, and we know that if you go have a conversation with them, the likelihood that they will get out and vote goes up exponentially. If you recruit 100 people to get out and say that they're going to go vote, guess what? You are coming to celebrate at Mar-a-Lago with us on election night at our election night watch party. Hello, TrumpForce47.com. That's where you need to go. So go vote early. Sign up to get out our low propensity voters. Talk to people you know. Make sure you tell them they have to get out and vote. Take them to the polls. You can drive people there. Yeah, absolutely. Get them, bust them in. That's what the Democrats do. Fill up your car. I know gas is expensive right now, but if you want it to come down, make sure these people go out, make sure they vote, make sure you vote, and that's how we get Donald Trump back in office. All right? So yeah, absolutely vote early. Next question. Favorite chain restaurant? This is a good question here. I'm going to have to think about this for a minute. So, once upon a time, there's some nostalgia, I'll be really honest with you, around Applebee's. Does that still exist? Does Applebee's still exist? And let me tell you why. Applebee's was where I went on my first date of my entire life. Yeah, that's right. How about that? You're learning a lot here. And I remember talking to, it was probably my cousin Victoria about this. I mean, like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I order? Like, how does this go? And I remember her giving me very strict instructions. She was like, look, you should order chicken fingers and fries because like you really can't go wrong with that. Not messy, like not a lot of stuff could get stuck in your teeth, all those things. It was a safe order. So I remember going into Applebee's, ordering the chicken fingers and fries, first date ever. Yeah, if you're watching this, you know who you are. So it's kind of nostalgic for me. And I just kind of like remember, I also remember I was a cheerleader in high school and there were a couple of us who went to that Applebee's, same spot. And some of the football players came too. And I don't remember exactly what happened, but there was some issue there. And it wasn't me. I would never have done anything wrong, but somebody in the group there was some like confrontation with, I don't know, the staff there or something. Long story short, it got back to my high school that there were some cheerleaders and football players who had come in there and caused some kind of a problem. Now, I don't know. Again, I'm sitting on my end of the table. I paid for my food, tipped the waitress or waiter, and I was nice to everybody. Always. Great respect. Very respectful. My parents always made sure. But somebody did something wrong. And so whatever it was, we all got punished, the whole cheerleading team and the whole football team. So I guess if we're going with nostalgia, favorite chain restaurant, Applebee's. If they still exist, I'm going to have to look it up. And maybe I'm going to have to go to an Applebee's if they do. I think they do. Okay. Final question. Less than 50 days left. That's right. Are you ready for the end? We're closing in on the 30s. I think we're at, 41 days today? Is it 41 days? I think so. Yeah, I'm ready for the end. This is a lot. This is exhausting. We have people trying to kill my father-in-law. We have crazy people out there doing crazy things. And by the way, we're leading into the month of October. Okay, we're at the end of September now. This September's done. It's shocking. It's crazy. You've heard of October surprises. Yeah, that's what happens. So buckle up, everybody. This is going to get worse before it gets better. But yes, I'm ready for the end. My kids are ready for the end. My dogs are ready for the end. My bed is ready for the end. I feel like I don't spend enough nights in that bed. But it's a kind of a double-edged sword because, there's so much being placed on the next 41 days. There's a lot that we need to do. A lot of people we need to get out to vote. A lot that has to happen. And, we've got to have the right result at the end. We've got to have Donald Trump back in the White House. We have to make sure that he saves his country. And by doing that, saves the world, quite frankly. We cannot let these people take over they've had 4 years in the White House. And by they, I don't mean Joe and Kamala. I mean, whatever the machine is running the show. Because, I mean, my God, does anyone believe Joe Biden is doing anything these days? He let Jill run the whole cabinet meeting the other day. This stuff is nuts. So we need Donald Trump back in there. But I feel a lot of pressure. I feel a lot of pressure with the last name Trump. I feel a lot of pressure as the co-chair of the RNC. I want to make sure that this election is perfect, that there's no cheating. We know they're going to try and cheat out there. If you do it, we'll track you down, we'll prosecute you to the full extent of the law. Don't do it. But there's a lot. Yeah, I'm ready for the end. I'm ready for the day after to be able to just relax, I hope, again, to think about the good things to come for this country, to start planning an inauguration for Donald Trump. Yeah, start thinking that way. Start rewatching those videos of November 8th, 2016. That was election day. Go back and watch all of the leftist media outlets having to call state after state after state for Donald Trump. Get yourself hyped. Get ready. Get out and vote early. Vote by mail. Make a plan to vote. Figure out what you're going to do. SwampTheVoteUSA.com is our website. You can check all your stuff there. Voter registration status, where to vote. Go there if you don't know. And yeah, let's go for the next 41 days. Let's go hard and let's win this thing on November 5th. All right, that's going to do it for us here at Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Send us in more questions under this episode on any of our social media, and I will do my best to answer them. All right, thank you so much. We'll see you next time for more of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.